Good evening, pirates. I'm Raven from Arendal of Norway. I just asked the Great Spirit a question. And what would happen was that the Divine Feminine, this force behind what we call Shakti, she came to me and showed me as I was closing my eyes, holding around Shiva. She would show me things from one of the paths that I can choose between. There are many paths now that many of you can choose between, but it's difficult to make the decision because the future is unclear to you because you can't see it. Sometimes you see it very clear, sometimes you want it so hard that nothing can stop to you. And she showed me something that was very interesting. But the last answer was very unclear to me. As I turned around some of my homemade cards and some of the cards of 13 that are a little bit scary, they fell out. And so I throw one of my my D12 dice and said, is this for the audience or is this message for me? And it came out as 3, so the message might be for all of you, and it's not gender or race or specific to any star sign. Really none of my reads are that, except if I pronounce it, okay? So I would grab them together and not really put too much attention in if they're upright or not. So we will read the message and see if we can get something out of it. So many of you could look for a property. She showed me a great responsibility regarding the property, but also wonderful opportunities like opening a school, opening a workshop where people do artwork, but a lot of worries as well. I asked her about waiting till my debt to the bankers have sunk it just a little bit, or if I go to a place where things are very cheap, I could actually save. There's a certain kind of logic to that, except the plane ticket. But for some reason, being here now, there is something that gives you this, my skin is starting to crawl. I'm getting worried about something. And the message always come back to me, go. When are you going? And I ask, yeah, where to? My heart is in India. My brain is right here. And it's legal, I'm not. And when it comes to love, you'll figure out if this message could be for you. But then she said, something about travel. And I said, travel where? Where do you want to go with this? And then I turn around, thank Om Namah Shivaya, I turn around, and that's when these cards fell out. So it's a collective read. It might not resonate with all of you. I'm reading from the dark. So, Ace of Cup, here in reverse. That alone could be a reason, because the love that was one time, when it's in reversed, or might come in reversed, the cup is empty, or it will be conditional. I'll put you right here. Okay. Usually we can figure out these things on our own by simply looking inside. The second card would be in reverse, and this is Ace of Swords. So this is a foggy mind, something that is unclear to you. It could be caused by someone or a situation that, you know, I can't see that tree because there are so many trees in that forest. Or basically I cannot see the forest because there are so many trees. Whatever, right? And so we don't see this, we see through it, that it's cloudy. So I did get my glasses. But regarding the situation, it's still a little bit cloudy. So should I grab my bike because the house is haunted? By the way, the house is haunted. It's haunted. So the next message, I will read the homemade card for the last. Two of Wands. It could represent duality, except that these are constructed by the exact same element. And when they are using the skull of a crow, they are also, without maybe knowing it, referring to the head, the mind. Because the Corvus bird, ravens and crows, the Corvidians, they are all about the mind. They are known to be intelligent. So this is someone who have conquered everything, and it's a crossroad. What now? Now what? All my dreams came true, and now what's next? Sometimes the two wands is showed as two opposing forces dragging each other in two different directions. I want to go to the left, I want to go to the right, which is a better depiction of the card, because they are attached to a pole where the owner have maybe put a cat in one direction and a dog in the other, and they are equally strong. Big cat, small dog, equally strong. And they would pull in different directions, while the pole would stand in the middle as the equilibrium. So what is the best direction? Well, the cat wants to hunt for mice, and the dog, it wants to catch a bone. So really, what direction you want to take? I could only say this joke in Norwegian, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Unfortunately, I don't think there are any Norwegians on the channel, so I have to keep it inside. The next card, the goddess is showing you, us, you, me, every one of us, is mis gafas. Okay, 9 of Cups in reverse. So the reason many of you want to leave, because there is something here. It could be overindulging. There is a wish fulfillment that's not really taking place. You might have everything you need, but there is no grounding here. There is no square support. There is no root, and the future is now in this time, investing your coins in anything, it is in fact a little creepy. Can I say that? A little creepy, especially in foreign countries, because the foreign countries, I'm used to old-fashioned Norway, but Norway is as equally corrupt as any other country. It's just that the fees are so loud that it would take a lot of money to bribe a policeman or whoever you want to bribe. You can't give them 100 crowns, which is 10 euro, which would be 1,000 crowns in India. You can't give that to a Norse policeman. He will cuff you up. But Norway would be a safe place to invest. Your property would go sky high. When it comes to love, toe here. I don't know a lot of things about men. Row, row, row your boat. But when they say they're all the same, I really mean that investing your energies investing all your energies in someone external of you might be the opposite thing you want to do. To put all your stocks in someone you are in love with, because at some point that in love will disappear, and it can go from in love to being someone you care a lot about, or it can go from in love to someone you would want to smack them back to the planet they came from, basically. So we're basically talking about partnership here. Just like I would say, oh, the men are men. Just I grew up like that. Oh, you know, man, oh, du vet, manfolk. And same with the females. Men don't get females. So they would say the same. I don't understand women. And I reckon that I don't understand myself. So 9 of Cups. Know that it could be someone you are also involved in that are overindulging in alcohol or other substances that are not good for them. It could be someone that have everything and they're turning into sloth. And I tell you one thing, putting the TV in the center of a house, don't do that. Don't do that. Just an advice. So regarding traveling or investing in a house, first of all, investing in a house right now, be a little bit careful. Stick maybe to renting a place first. Next year will be different. Here we have the 6 of Coins. Someone could be wanting to help you out, trying to help you out. And you could, I feel for some of you this energy of someone wanting this more than you do. It could be a father figure or someone else that have some kind of a grip on you, which you don't feel like admitting it. You're playing along because you're not so sure yourself. But they want to help you. and you are not so sure whether you want this or not. So the hex here would be you trapped within that hexagon inside here. This is how we trap spirits. This could might as well be 8 of Swords. Usually it's always also talking about equal give and take, and how to manifest spirit into the hexagon here and down to earth. So this is also about manifestation. Do it now. It's coming in reverse. So whatever you need to do, postpone it a little bit. You need to go into the observer mode, the watchers. By the way, don't trust the watchers. Eggshells. Eggshells. Some of you feel like you have to walk around on eggshells when you are around someone. Either you're living home, you're living with a partner, you're living with a friend, you are working with someone, and too many of you are people pleaser. You want people to like you. I get that. And at the same time, we are afraid. Look, this individual is almost spineless because we keep on crunching the body until we, I don't know what to do. It's like you're afraid of someone hitting you or exploding, which is uncomfortable. Sound impacts matter, remember? Then we have the fallen angel. This would be a Scorpio and Pisces card, because I say so. So this is coming out uprights. So the fallen angel could be 2 things. They are fallen because they want to come down into the level of a human to share the light. That was the original purpose, and they are now gaining the light back, or their memories back, but they are still taking a human form, and they don't have to reside in hell. They could be angels walking around on earth right now, but the vibration of them can be very different. You could be dealing with a fallen angel, and some of the fallen angels are actually devious. They are completely on the extreme edge of that, the gray area. Some of them, the most dark of them, would be completely attached to this reptilian energy, where it's all about survival, about me, and gaining for your own purpose, because they see themselves as separate from everyone else, and they will feed on your energies. Many of you could be dealing with the incubus, succubus. There are many fallen angels and demons out there. Work, 3 of coins, Capricorn energy. I placed Saturn here because in order to work, you need discipline, which is Saturn. It's coming out in reversed. So many of you could be in a position now where you're looking for work. You're trying to find out. Let's ask Osho. Osho advises you to have a new vision regarding work, okay? Think different. Maybe you're not supposed to work with what you do, maybe because you have a talent that the universe wants you to promote. And you can do that by slowly work on this, on the sideline of your job. Unless you're working 12 hours a day, which I know many people do in this area, to get paid nothing, next to nothing. So the advice here is that some of you need to get out of the isolation and become more aware, which you will get when you go out in the nature. I have techniques I will show you on different videos where I'm going through all the spiritual knowledge I possess. They will be separate from the tarot reads. So thank you, July. You read my mind, actually. I was actually thinking that, because I do tend to push a lot of knowledge through a tarot read where it should be separated. Watch Ancient Mystery and you would understand what I mean. So it advises you here to be creative, and not cling to the past. What you have been doing in the past has nothing to do with the now. And if you think of yourself as a failure, taste the word failure, a fay, as a fairy. This is where the word could be attached to. So you've been lured many times by a fae, and those people who call them winners, I am a winner, I'm a winner, they are not winners, because they are ruled by the ego. They have this need to tell everyone, I'm a winner, I'm a winner. Okay, you're a winner, good for you. That's when you are allowed to use the good for you phrase, by the way. 2 of Cups. Oh, for some of you, there is love here. There is an equal love from someone. Maybe that's why the universe wanted me to share the read for you, because someone needs to hear that whoever you have your eye on, whoever you're thinking about, it's a big chance, it's a mutual kind of energy. It could be a Capricorn, it could be a Aquarius, it could be Sagittarius, or a Gemini. There could also be a third party involved. I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you what's actually standing on the dice, saying on the dice. But for what it's worth, you are the one that they want or like, okay? It's really hot. Let's see here. Next message from the goddess. Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, that could be the third party. But this is, you know, this is position you can claim for yourself. To get that spine, which is she literally kind of holding here in her hands. I put some gold on it to really show it, really push forward. She's just surrounded by sunflowers, and she has this black cat, which I scratch my head, because that cat belongs to the Queen of Cups. It's a Venus animal, and this is Mars, this is Jupiter, this is the Sun, whatever. This is Aries energy, cardinal energy. This is someone who make people laugh, people surround themselves. She could be a leader, she could be your boss, she could be very popular. And why she's popping up here, I don't know. But It could be you, or it could be someone you're dealing with. Remember, it's genderless. It's a fire sign or someone with strong fire. The next card would be the moon and the sun. And here they are kissing. What do you give me? Right after Two of Cups. So some of you really need to hear this. You haven't been so sure, but here you see Two of Cups. One of them is the Queen of Wands. Smoochy. And hey, you win. Oh, I had to make sure that you actually win. So I threw the dice, and yes, you win. So there is coming up 4 here. There is stability here for those of you who choose a male to work with or a female. Someone, it could be that you will expect a grounding you create together. You could maybe even work together. You could be a super couple. And what Usha would say, well, you're talking about postponement. Postponement, is that the same as procrastination? Sometimes we have to postpone something because we have to wait because of an external energy. Sometimes we paralysis, we can't make up our mind. Sometimes we procrastinate because there is something we don't like and we avoid it. Okay, let's give you a rune, shall we? So you have the rune Tyr. Tyr in Norse means the ox, the bull, the toro. Here he is fighting a dragon. I don't remember Luchar. But this is about battle, this is about victory, this is about honesty, this is about valor and taking action. So in general, I think you know where I'm going with this. Take action. Prepare yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do, prepare yourself. Have the paperwork ready. Have your bags packed and be ready to walk that walk. So this is how the rune looks like. And if you're going to take more action, if you will take more action because you carry the rune, I don't know. All I know is that when I put on the hexagram with some, I won't tell, some angelic forces around it, something really super duper cool happened. So we will see. Okay, so that was my unexpected read for today that the universe clearly wanted to share with you today. So yeah, we're going to work on the fire signs. So if you have some fire in you, this could be for you. We are going to start with Aries and see you on the flip side.